Buenos dias a todos, Mama, Papa. Welcome all. Remember safe practices, girls. Remember to wear your mask when you're outside. Remember social distancing. Remember when you go to new places, wash your hands properly. Remember soap and water. Get in between those fingers. Get all in between. Wash the back, wash the front, rinse it out. And we are in order. All right, girls. So this week we are getting ready for Diwali. So our art is going to be on Diwali. You are in second year infants, and we are going to depend on your creativity and a little bit of help from mommy, daddy, auntie, uncle, grandma, grandpa, brother, sister, family, friend. Just a little bit of help. But I know you can do it. So let's go on. All right, so we are looking at Diwali, the festival of lights. So the Diwali, you can see it's a row of light in darkness, but yet such a beautiful sight. We can see also the East Indian, people of East Indian descent in their traditional wear. And that's what makes Trinidad a beautiful place. It's a melting pot of so many cultures. But this week we are focusing on the Hindu culture of Diwali. Now the Hindus came to Trinidad as laborers in 1845. They left their homeland in India. How many of you know where is India? So let's take a look. So we're just going to stop here, and I want to take you across here. So here we are in Trinidad, and let's see where is, oops. We're going across to India. So you get to see how far they left. So here we have India. Let me just see if I could control this map. Right. So here we have our world map, and here is India. So they left their home India, traveled on the Arabian Sea, traveled down the Indian Ocean, around Madagascar, South Africa, coming up South Atlantic Ocean. So here they're coming up past the equator, past Suriname, past Guyana, coming to Venezuela. Can you see Trinidad? You realize you can't see Trinidad. And they traveled and came to our home, our little island here in Trinidad. Isn't that amazing? They left that huge landmass of India to Trinidad to work. Now they left, notice too, they were dressed in their traditional wear, which we see now. We see a lot of women in their saris, and that was from ever since 1845. Those people, they came with everything that they knew, and they brought it and continued here. Generations have continued that traditional wear. They came on this boat, the Fatal Raza, which brought 140,000 laborers during the period 1845 and 1917, way before you and I could have ever dreamed of coming onto this earth. All right, so Diwali is normally celebrated on the darkest night, right? So to create the illusion of the darkest night, you will use a crayon and color the entire page black. Sometimes you will get white spaces. So I did include some purple, some blues. I included that because sometimes when you look in the darkness, you will still see some colors. Next, I want us to create the bamboo. So to create the row of lights, they need to have something to place it on. So they use bamboo. So we are creating bamboos using green construction paper, where you will draw your line, cut it out, twirl the paper. If you twirl the paper, right? Twirl the paper, you will get the illusion of the bamboo, right? That long, narrow, thin strip. And this is what they use to bend into different shapes, right? Bend into different shapes. And on this, they will place the diyas. All right, so now we are going to create the deya. The deya, I would prefer you use brown paper or brown construction paper. You can, if you don't have brown paper or brown construction paper, you can paint the paper brown. You could color it brown, but I need brown because the deyas are made out of clay and brown is the color. All right, so you cut your strip of paper. Get somebody to help you to measure 5 centimeters because I know you haven't learned that as yet. Take your paper and fold it to get equal parts. How we do that? We take it like this, one whole paper, fold it in half, 1, 2, fold it again, 3. If you fold it 3 times, if you open it, when you open it, you're going to get 8 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going to get 8 equal parts. All right. Now, when you get that, you draw your deya. If you look carefully, no, you can do it. I can do all things with Christ who strengthens me. You know the letter U. This is a U. All right? You make sure it fits the whole area, right? Draw a line across. When I say it fits the whole area, it fits the entire space across. All right? And then you cut. Some of you, you will be able, I know some of you, you're quite strong and you're quite competent, meaning you're quite able to hold it like this and cut it together. Some of you, your finger muscles might still be a little weak, so you can trace on the 8 little pieces and cut them individually. There you will get the individual ones, and they must try as much to cut it to get the same size, because deyas, when you go and buy it, you will realize it's the same size. The bamboo. So girls, I'm sure you have seen bamboo mostly around river courses. Sometimes you see them along the mountains too, but the bamboo is a very sturdy plant. The bamboo is what they use to make those intricate designs to place the deyas. So what they would do, they would split it down in the middle, probably into halves or quarters, or even smaller, and bend it into shape and place the deyas on them. Do you know too, have you ever observed that sometimes throughout the Diwali celebration, the night of Diwali, you hear this loud boom sound, right? That popping song, that boom song comes from the bamboos. What they do as part of their custom too, they chase away the evil spirit. Remember, Diwali is light over darkness, good over evil. So that popping song you hear is to chase all evil, rendering only goodness. Now, Diwali is a celebration time for Hindus. It is a time when wealth and prosperity is wished and bestowed on everyone. It's a time of sharing and caring, right? So all this is part of their custom that they brought here in Trinidad and has been continued for years and years, and will continue with all of us. All right. So here I challenge you. You be your designer. Either you could place your bamboo strips across, or you can place them in curves like how I did it. But notice how I also put my deyas on it. Remember, Diwali means row of lights. So you place your deyas on the row. The flames. One of the most important things, not only placing the deyas, is that we have to light it. So you use a yellow strip, you draw your flame. Now your flames could be different sizes, all right? But for me, I wanted it to be one size, so I used a strip, folded it just like what I did with the deyas, and I cut it out. Lastly, I dip my paintbrush in some paint and I just put it in the middle, right? There you go. So some of us can have fun with your Deyas. If you have markers or colored pencils, why not design something on your Deya? Some of you might have construction paper, cut some designs, put it on it. Some of you might have rhinestones, go ahead, put on it. It's a celebration time and I want you to have fun. All right, so here we can see Diwali. Notice the darkness around, all right? And that is when the diyas are lit. Notice to the diya, it's made out of clay. It's brown, and in the middle of it is the flame. All right? We also see somebody here, a woman of East Indian origin, right? And she's wearing her traditional wear, a sari. We can see that the sari is very beautiful, beautiful adornments, right? We can also see how she's also dressed. This is typical of East Indian culture. And this is what makes our beautiful island so colorful, so beautiful, right? Right. So here I have what I did. This is my design. I challenge you, you do your design. This is another one I also came up with. I challenge you to do it. You can do anything you want to do. I must see my representation of the bamboo with the green construction paper. I must see the diyas, the light, and you can at least decorate one. Let me see how you can do that. All right, girls. So happy Diwali. Enjoy your Diwali. If you go out, don't forget safe practices. Put on your mask. All right. Adios.